It's time to name the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union Athlete of the Week. And this week, it brings us to Carbon High School, and we're going to catch up with senior Jacie Jensen. Jacie, first off, thanks for taking out the time to chat with us. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Let's start by talking about your performance last week against Emery. I know that was a huge win for this team. Might have been the biggest win all season long. You were outstanding in that game. You had several timely makes. You were great from the foul line. You were great on the defensive side of the floor. You were kind of all over the place, and you guys got a big win. Let's start by talking about that night in particular.
That was such a fun night. Definitely big game for us to win. It was also definitely a team effort. We all did our part, put in the work that we needed to, and we were able to get it done as a team.
I know that as far as the season has gone, maybe it hasn't gone as well as planned at times, right? You guys have had ups and downs. So this late in the season, to go up against Emery, that's a rival, to get a win in front of your hometown crowd, what did that mean to this team?
It definitely meant a lot. Let us know that we can do it, and if we just put it all together, that we can do it and we can go up from here.
In talking with Coach Blank all season long, he's always pointed out that it's been one quarter that has typically been the problem for you guys all season long, right? You guys did manage to put 4 quarters together in that game. What was different that particular night, maybe in comparison to some of the other nights where you guys have had bad quarters that have kind of prevented you from getting the win?
I think that night we were just very on defense. We were like, get stops, and then once you get stops on defense and work hard on defense, then the offense will come. So that way we were able to keep up with them by getting stops, but also scoring.
I was excited for the season for you in particular because you've played with so many great players here at Carbon High School. And I think over the last couple of years, because of their greatness, maybe you haven't had the opportunities on both sides of the ball, right? I mean, you played with a couple of elite standout athletes. How has that been stepping up and being the go-to, right? I mean, this is kind of your team as a senior. How has that transition been for you?
It's been fun. Playing with other players, where I wasn't I wasn't the go-to really. It was cool to learn from them though, and it helped me be able to come to this spot and be a leader, learning from the other players that I played with.
What is the most difficult aspect of that? Is it being the vocal leader? Is it being the leader out on the floor? Is it leading practice? Is it game? What is the most difficult challenge of being a leader as a senior?
It just comes with a lot of pressure. So sometimes when things aren't going your way, it's really hard to stay positive and stay that active talking leader. But it's definitely hard to stay, positive when things aren't going your way sometimes.
What do you love so much about this team? What is it about this squad that kind of holds a special place in your heart, right? Is it the camaraderie, the way you guys, off the court, on the court? What is it that you like so much?
I just think that this team, we have so much energy together, and we really uplift each other, and we just really feed off of each other's energy, and so it's fun to have a team like that.
I know that there's still so much more basketball left to be played this season, right? State tournament is upon us. Still have a game in the regular season. Have you guys talked about a goal and how deep you think this team can actually go? I know we saw glimpses of what you guys are capable of, but have you talked about that as a team?
Yeah, we talked about right now, this is when we have to peak. This is when we have to put all 4 quarters together and be all of us at the same time hitting our peak as a team and individually.
It's unique for you in a sense because you're a senior. The first year Coach Blank comes into the program, right? So talk to me about Coach Blank. What's it like, practices, games, as far as everything that goes into preparation? What's it been like under Coach Blank?
Practices, they're super fun. They're super intense, which is good. I always loved intense coaching, and he does a good job at that. And so practices, they're intense, but they're still fun. We're able to have fun with each other, which makes us all want to come back to practice and keep playing the sport.
Okay, now we got to talk about you being a student at Carbon High School. You're a senior. I know by the time you hit January, February, it probably drags on a little bit, right? So what's it been like being a senior on the student aspect of things, not an athlete?
It's tough sometimes, but it drags out, starts to get a little, senioritis, what they say. But it's fun. Basketball is a good way to help you keep having the motivation to come to school.
Do you have any plans after high school?
I plan to serve an LDS mission, and then I'll go to college after that.
Perfect. Well, Jacie, congratulations on putting together a great senior season up to this point. I know it's still got a long way to go, so hopefully you can keep it going, and congratulations on being our Athlete of the Week.
Thank you.
Again, that's Carbon High School senior Jacie Jensen, this week's Eastern Utah Community Credit Union Athlete of the Week.